Good evening, welcome back. and boy, oh boy, oh boy, have we got some fixtures to play through tonight. If there is anybody in the chat, can you, as usual, let me know if you can see everything okay, and also if you can hear me, because often I do begin this and people can't hear me. So please let me know if everything's coming through loud and clear, and then we're in a position to continue. And it has been, as you remember from last time, continuing our really good run. I've played 2 games since we were last here. I remember we beat Gremio last time out. Hey Andy, how you doing? We beat them by 2-0. We'd been playing about with the lines and making some adjustments. We played against Paranense in a mid-block, I remember, and we've got some very, very good results. I've played a couple of games since we were last here. We beat Boca by 4-1 in the quarter-final first leg of the Libertadores. Outstanding performance. Pineda with 2 goals, Galzara and Jesus Abba getting the goals there after we went a goal down. So absolutely excellent result. And then against Cruzeiro in the league, we beat them by 3-0. So our form just continues. And today we got Boca in the second leg of the quarterfinal. A semi-final awaits. Fluminense in the league. Santos in the first leg of the Brazilian semi-final of the Cup. And then Sao Paulo and the second leg of the semi-final of the Copa Brazil. Let's hope we can get through all of those and hopefully have a good time and continue our good form. But I can't help but wonder, it's got to come to an end soon, and as it gets towards the business end of the season, these games, the quarterfinals and semi-finals and finals, tend to get a little bit tougher. So there's no transfer window to worry about, but we've had a couple of injuries, and the biggest one is Cipriano. I think you were with us when he was injured, out for 6 to 9 months. So Cipriano has gone, and we have to see out the season without him. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to have to do an extra episode here, because if we don't get knocked out here, then there's going to be semi-finals and a cup final in here somewhere, so I might have to do an extra episode, but we'll see how we get on in these cup games. We might even get knocked out of the cup yet. I'm hoping we don't get knocked out of the Libertadores. We're 4-1 up, and we should be pretty solid in that. I'm not going to rotate the team very much for the second leg. I've got a pretty strong team. My first team, in fact, out. Hey, Callum, how you doing? And hopefully it's going to be a team that's good enough. I don't know in terms of the lines. I think against Boca in the first leg, I played in a mid-block. But I think as we are 4-1 up, I think I'm going to play balanced, but I'm going to push higher up. See how that goes for... see how it goes for the first half, and I think if we are under the cosh a little bit, then I will pull the line back and go into a mid-block, make it difficult for them. So I think let's check my preferences, because I have played a couple of games. Turn off the match sounds. That's good, and that's everything else is good. And so I think we should get on with it, and let's see, can we get through to the semi-final? We got to the quarter-final last year. We're 4-1 up, and so I would think that we should do okay, but you never know with FM. I've actually lost 4-1 leads before, and I've also overturned big leads like that before. So it's never set in stone. And let's hope that these boys who are all in form can keep that going today. So here we go. We are in the second leg of the Copa Libertadores in the quarter-final. And Andy, what's your prediction, my friend? What do you think? Are we going to get through to the semi-final? Are you Are you optimistic, Andy? Are you optimistic, Callum? And I do believe we should be saying we cannot allow complacency to creep into our game today. We must go out there and give them a game. And let's get the game underway. And Pineda gets this big game underway. And what I might do, thinking about it, is I've got a Redondo playing as a ball winner at the moment. And I'm just wondering about that. Should he be playing as a ball winner? Should I play him as a as a box-to-box? We'll keep an eye on how he's playing. It might be better to play him actually as a box-to-box. I'm not sure he's capable of playing as a ball winner. His tackling's good. He can play as a ball winner, but actually I think I'm going to put him back as a box-to-box. And I think he's probably happier playing as a box-to-box. Gives us another attacking threat. We've been the better side. These are a very good side, Boca. They are a 4-star reputation team. We are only a 3.5. So to beat them 4-1 in the first leg was a big shock to me. And I was hoping that we could get a 1-0 win, but 4-1. When we went 1-0 down, it was, oh God, this is not going to go well. Quarter-final knockout again. But we are in pole position here, and hopefully we'll do a good job. I do remember also that in the first leg, I slowed the game down and concentrated just on possession and trying to frustrate them. But I'm not sure that that's the right approach. It's what they will be expecting in the second leg, and we've got our tails up and we should go at them. And here's Duran. Come on, son. Let's get it into the box. Raquelme back to Duran. What a chance. Duran hits the shot and it goes past the post. And if we can score, then we will definitely be in control of this tie, and we will definitely be in the semi-final. But we've got to get that goal. They are quite dangerous on the break, which is why I played with a standard line and a mid-block last time. And we want to make sure that they're not... they're not... Hey, BOH, how you doing? So I'm, as you can tell, quite excited. We got to the quarterfinals last year. Semi-final goes one better, and maybe the final then, who knows. I think we will be playing a Brazilian team in the quarters, in the semi-final, so there's every chance that we could get to the final. I feel that if we've got a Brazilian team in the semi-final, then we've beaten them all in terms of the league this year. I think one of them is Paranense, who is playing in the other quarter-final. So I do believe we've got a really good chance of getting to the final at least this year. But we've got to win this game first, and you never know with FM what's going to happen. And I need to focus because I'm watching as a spectator at the moment and not as a manager. And I'm not quite sure what the boys are doing out there. But we do seem to be controlling the game, despite being the away team. Maybe my decision to play at a higher tempo, to play higher up the pitch, has actually fooled them for the time being. And Duran isn't going to score with that. But we're in control of the game. I also came off the counter-press against them last time, and seemed to work. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure we should be doing that this time. And justified, because we are dominating this game. We just need to find that goal. Let's get that goal, boys. And for an away team against Boca, we are doing extremely well. Dominating this game, in fact. I was actually just doing the video on this tactic, which will go up tomorrow. And, oh, there's that ball over the top. And we've been caught out here, have we? Come on, close him down. So giving away a penalty. And we are going to go behind. And this is a bit concerning. We got caught with that ball over the top, and we really need to make sure that we don't get caught. I'm actually only playing with a higher line, so that's not good news. And I wonder if I should go back to that mid-block. Raquelme's picked up a yellow card, and I should tell him to ease off the tackles. But we're going to go a goal behind, and that's not good news, because now it is only 4-2 on the tie, and this is starting to concern me a little bit. And it was that ball over the top, and it was a good ball, but we got caught. And playing with the mid-block might have helped us last time in terms of being a bit deeper. I played with the standard line, and they had real problems getting behind us or even getting shots away. So if we don't come back into this game, then we might go back into that mid-block again. But we're certainly coming forward at them. And we're creating, and that's the goal that I wanted. And Redondo has made it 1-1. And we are back in the tie. Redondo apparently is being chased by Fulham, and he wants to go as well. So in the transfer window, the next target is Redondo. Great player, but he's not young, so I'm wondering why Fulham are sniffing around wanting to buy him. Normally they just are after my youngsters, and 1-1 feels a lot better at this point with a better team, and we should be at least drawing. And let's get a goal from a corner. We haven't had a goal from a corner in a while. And there's another chance, and Mustafa has made it 2-1. And I think now we're fairly comfortable. And it is now 2-1. And it's 6-2 over the entire tie. Mustafa has come good. Redondo, I think, nodded it on at the near post. And now maybe is half-time perhaps is when we should be getting into this mid-block and just closing this game down now, making it difficult for them to get behind us and just getting ourselves into a mid-block. I'm noticing Marcos is not covering as he does normally, which is a bit of a worry. And we do look vulnerable at the back, so they are getting 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got 5 bodies across the forward line, and we do look a bit vulnerable at the back. And I wonder, should I just before half time, let's go into a mid block and just try to see them out. And let's, just before half-time, we'll see how it goes. We'll slow the tempo down and just try to keep possession a little bit better. We're the better team, but I just worry that they're getting behind us. I don't need to change the roles at this point in time. I might bring Raquelme back onto a support duty just before half-time, just like try and close them off a little bit. They are a threat. They are a good team. Of course they're a good team. And let's press him. I also might want to tight mark him. Again, there's too much space there. Far too much space there. I don't quite know how to deal with this. They're getting way too much space. It's actually quite a long pitch. There's tons of space all over the pitch. And it might be I'm doing this all wrong, and we've got to just push the line much higher up and try and play it in their half. Try and see it through to half time. And Pires is not playing well. Raquelme's not playing well. We haven't got many fullbacks at the moment. But we're still 3 goals ahead. And I wasn't expecting this to be 2-2 at half-time. I was expecting to be a goal behind, perhaps. Pires is also on a yellow card. Redondo, go on, son. He's having a great game, but he can't put that one away. And I'm wondering, no, I don't need to do that, but I'm going to ask Pires not to tackle harder. We're just going to try and outfox them now. Trying to hold on to possession. The reason that I'm doing that, I want to slow the game down. I think perhaps we were playing at too high an intensity for a team like this. And there's the wing backs getting a cross in again. Hey Smeghead, how you doing? And so far, 2-2. I'll take this. We're still 3 goals ahead on the tie. And a 2-2 result away will be a very good result. Oh, Duran. What a chance. What a chance. We've certainly been slightly better, I would say, than the opposition. And I just want to have a look at the player stats. And what I'm going to do, I think I do have... What I'm going to do is these 2 boys, I'm going to type mark them and just try and take them out of the game. And then looking at the team, defensively we've not been great. But luckily, Redondo has been in very, very good form. I don't want to say anything bad, but I'm not happy with your defensive work. You weren't that bad. And you weren't that bad. You can still improve. So here we go. Second half. Can we get to the semi-final? I think I'm really considering, because all this space, it looks like a massive pitch. And I'm really considering, and in fact I'm going to do it now. I'm going to push the lines right up. We're going to try and play inside their half. Just try and play inside their half. And they are dangerous out on the flanks, has to be said. And their pushing up is going to leave space, but I think we need to be closing all this space down. And that wasn't great. Who was that? And here they go again. Look how many forward they're getting forward. 7 players forward, but they were offside, so that's a good sign. Come on, boys. Come on. Another goal, and we've got it won. Galazara's having a great game. 5 key passes for Galazara. Maybe I should be playing up the middle with Redondo. Redondo and Galazara playing extremely well. Maybe play it through the middle, through the boys who are playing well. The wing-backs are not having their greatest games today. So just play it up through the middle where the boys are playing well. And I think it's probably time to make a few changes. Nazir, I need to have a look at Nazir. Nazir. Yeah, I'm going to type mark him as well. It's been a little bit dangerous. So let's keep ploughing on here. I think pushing the line up has helped us a lot, because now we are definitely in control of this game. I think it was just a little panic on my behalf for trying to close the game down too early. Although it might have settled the boys down going into this shorter passing game. They're certainly playing much better now. And Pineda, come on, Pineda. Oh, you donkey. I could have scored that. I reckon Andy Taylor could have scored that one. Come on, Pineda. Come on, boys, come on. Just one more goal and we're home and dry. One more goal. Oh boy. Okay, time to make some changes now. Let's get these tired players off the pitch. Redondo is tired. Juninho can come on for Redondo. Maxi Alves for Galazara. And I'm going to change the other midfielder as well, Aguilera, Paraxides. And both wing-backs being on yellow cards. Teco can come on here, and Galos can come on here. And let's see this game out, boys. With your eyes closed, Andy, with a blindfolded and with one leg cut off, I think you'd have put that away, mate. Don't know what Pineda was doing there. But it's almost done now, 10 minutes. I think it is now time to shut the game down. We don't want to do that anymore. Just come off the trigger press a little bit. We don't want to do that. And I'm going to go into a mid-block. And we're going to trap them inside. Come into our strength. Because they are trying to get it out down the flanks. I think FM has worked out that it can beat me down the flanks. And when I close off the flanks, FM, the AI, as it is, the AI, doesn't really have a clue how to deal with it once I close the flanks down. But I think we need to draw them inside if we can. We've got a lot of strength in midfield there. I know we're going to invite them on a little bit here, and they are pushing men forward, but let's be defensively solid first. That's okay. Who got that? Was that a block by Gelos? Decent little block, that. I think overall, I mean, possession-wise, we've absolutely dominated. I think we deserve to win this. I won't even mind them getting another goal. I don't want to lose it, but if they get another goal like that, it doesn't really matter. We're going through. Oh, is he going to give him offside? The boys are asking for offside here. I think it's a goal. Yeah, I couldn't see why that would be given offside, but it's always worth a shout to see if you can influence the referee. But I didn't want to lose the game. But against Boca, I'm going to be very proud of these boys for what they've done. They are a much better team than we are. And I do know that this boy needs to be tight marked. Oh, he's gone off. God, what's going on here? So I'm going to tight mark both of those. Just get in their face a little bit. And at the moment it's 6-4 with 5 minutes to go. They surely aren't going to get another one. make me so nervous. They surely can't do that. That's a poor pass, but well done. Well done. We're not playing particularly well on the flanks today, which is where our strength has been all season. Both wing-backs have been outstanding. We haven't played very well down the flanks today, unfortunately. It's a shame I've lost Cipriano. He has been the best wing-back in the squad, which is why FM has injured him for the rest of the season. Go on, son. Chance! No, not to be. Go on, Teco. He's a decent young player. Maxi Alves not passing it very well. Get stuck in. Well done. And so I think it's game over now. 86 minutes are gone. We're 2 goals ahead. And we just need to do what we're doing. Corner. Yep. Slow it down, boys. Take your time. It's hard to believe we're losing given our dominance. I don't care that we're losing. We're actually winning on the tie. And that's all that matters. Stop stating the obvious, Mr. Assistant. We haven't lost yet either. Maxi Alves, come on. Just a few minutes to go. I don't mind. I'll take a defeat here. 6-4. We are going into the semi-final of the Libertadores. With just a minute left on the clock. I haven't played very well defensively today. They haven't actually played badly. None of them. Late day wasn't great. But none of them have played really badly. Just midfield's been a bit off. Redondo and Galazara played well, but I had to take them off. They were tired. Duran and Pineda have not been great. Trevisol might be the boy. And there's another example. Pineda just blasting it over. 10 seconds. Come on, referee. We've had enough now. We want to go home and have a beer. We want to celebrate. Teco, get that in the box. It's all over. We are in the semi-final. Doesn't matter losing. What do I say to them? Yeah, over the 2 legs, you've been extremely good. And we are in the semi-final, and we will play. I don't think our opposition is in here. I think it's the other one. So we are in the semi-final. Calazar on form. He did play well. His passing was beautiful. I think he had 6 key passes in the end. So we do have to rest them, I think. It's a blot on the landscape, but it's overall it doesn't matter. Fluminense now. 3 days' time. I'm going to have to rest them. But I think it's probably will be a good idea to rotate for the next game. Berate them. We're in the semi-final, Andy. That's gone one better than last season. I got to have a look. Who are we playing in the semis? Paranense Internacional. We can win that. Whoever that is, we can win it. We've beaten them both this year. I think we've lost to one of them this year, but Paranense are always going to be difficult. But whoever gets through, I think that we can win that. So let's go back, have a look at how we're going to set up here. Maybe fairly wide. Let's play fairly wide against this team. Counter press, counter distribute quickly. And that's fine. I think I want to rotate the team. Oh, we will be playing Internacional in the semi-final. They obviously beat... They beat Paranense 4-0 and 1-0, 5-0 on the tie. In a way, it's better that it's Internacional than Paranense, because I just never know how that's going to go. I know against Internacional I'll be playing a little bit more cautiously. And that's really a case of staying in the games. So Xavier Marquinhos, I have no problem with that. Leite had a poor game. So Xavier... Marquinhos... Where is Marquinhos? There he is. Mustafa, I actually am going to play Heidegger. Give Mustafa a rest. Plays better as the cover. Okay, so we'll put him as the cover. And then Gelos can come in at wing back on this side. Raquelme or Teco? Teco. Maya can come in here. Although Naldi is playing really well. Let's play Naldi. Paraxides and Juninho. And Kumalo and Trevisol. It's a completely rotated team. One more on the bench. Pires, Raquelme, Jesus Abba, another central defender on the bench. Anderson Jesus, the 36-year-old, can go on the bench. Give some of these boys a rest. We are so far ahead in the league now. We are like 16 points clear. They do have a game in hand over us. But even so, the league should be won. And just losing one game in the league won't make that much of a difference. See you later, Bo. So let's rotate. Let's give the boys a rest. There's some big games coming up. I feel optimistic, Callum, about winning the league. Feel very optimistic. 15 points clear at this stage. It's got to be. It's the Libertadores, though, that I need. In terms of the save, I have to win the Libertadores. And everything should be focused on that. Nothing else should matter. Nothing else should matter apart from the Libertadores. It'd be nice to win the league, the cup, and the Libertadores, it has to be said. But FM doesn't allow you to do that. Not unless you have a very, very good team. Fluminense down in 15th. So rotation is probably the right thing to do. Yeah, why not focus down the middle? And also I think I want to push the line up. Let's go at them early on. Let's get the line working high up the pitch. Let's see if we can't dominate them. We got to get rid of one of the foreigners. All these on the bench. Oliveira can come on for Pineda. Come on, boys. A good 3 points here. Never press a wing back. You were having a laugh. We're favourites for a reason. Heidegger is unsure about being favourites. There is going to be a bad run, and hopefully if there's going to be a bad run, we're going to lose a couple of games here, because this doesn't make any difference. I don't want the bad run to involve the cups. So if we are going to have a bad couple of results, I'd like them here, because I don't think that's going to have any effect on the season as a whole. So winning this one 5-0 is probably not a good thing. Oh, who was that? That was Trevisol, was it? No, Paraxides. I thought it was Trevisol letting one go there. Come on, boys. We're already dominating them. Let's get the ball in the back of the net. Not from there, Xavier. 2 shots, 2 on target, though. It's all looking good, and we're definitely the better team. Just got to get one, pop one in the net. That'll change the game because they've got to come forward then. Oh, Naldi almost on the score sheet there. $16 points clear. That is pretty good. For a team that they only thought were going to finish in 10th, and that was a chance. And that was on target as well. So it all looks good. It's just one of them's got to go in, that's all. If you're getting your shots on target regularly, you should win the game. The time to worry is when they're not on target. What was Juninho doing there? Oh, well done. Kamalo. Nicely done. The smallest player on the pitch. Getting back and winning the ball. Oops. Is this where they go a goal up? Nicely done. Well, we can do that all day. Do that all day. Let's drop them a little bit of encouragement. They're not out of it, but we've had 71% of the possession. We just got to get one of these into the back of the net, boys. Mustafa had his foot up there. Oh, Naldi, use your left foot, you twit. Back across the goalkeeper. Come on, boys. Come on. So how are you guys coping without any Premier League football or any league football? How are you getting through these days? Nothing to watch in terms of footy. Are you looking forward to the season beginning again, or are you happy to have a rest? Marcelo needs to be marked here. Does he have a weaker foot? Hey David, how you doing, my friend? I will be away when the Euros are on. So how much of the Euros I'm going to be able to see, because they're going to be on late at night over there, like 2, 3 in the morning. So how much of it I'm going to see? I guess I'm going to follow it on YouTube. That'll be my experience of the Euros. Just watch it on YouTube, the highlights. I think 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning is going to be way too late for me. And I don't want to be like sleeping all day and then just awake at night. Oh, nicely done, Gelos. Nicely done. And a wing back again. And I do know we are too wide. We're way too wide. He nearly didn't get hold of that. Hey, offensive. He nearly didn't connect with that, but fullback was terrible. And so many goals are scored by my wing-backs, so many assists by the wing-backs with this tactic. It's incredible. 8 shots, 7 on target. We deservedly are ahead. Gelos is... penalty, ref. It's good. Get penalty. They get given penalty for the opposition. But I think it's going to be a free kick outside the box. Off to Twickers, are you? Yeah, always for me, no penalty. Always a penalty for the opposition in those funny ones. But we're okay. We're a goal ahead. How does that look in terms of the table? That puts us 18 points ahead at this stage. Yeah, that sounds like a really good time, Andy. I shall be on an aeroplane on Saturday. All being well. On the way to the Far East. But would be a nice day out that for you, Andy, in Twickers. Can remember going to see England-Wales there many times. Although the stadium's probably changed since I was there. Things are going well, but you are capable of doing much better. Heidegger is complacent now. So I've got to keep an eye on Heidegger. He's been doing well, old Heidegger. Is he playing as the cover? Heidegger. Yeah. Just have to keep an eye on him. I don't want him to be complacent. I think I might give him a shout. Is he still complacent? Deep in thought. Just get on with the game. Stop being so deep in thought. What are you thinking about? What he's going to have for tea tonight? Oh, hit the post. Come on, Teco, into the box. Trevisol. In colour. Yeah, I remember it was black and white when I was going to Twickenham in those days, Andy. Yeah, you're quite right. Oh, boy. Trevisol again. That boy is going to be such a good player, and yet he's just an enigma. I don't know how he's doing it. It's because he's getting into these positions here. That's why he scores goals. All his goals are really from inside the 6-yard box. Same as Kamalo. Kamalo only scores from the 6-yard box these days. Although Kamalo has put in a couple of long-range raspers, but mostly from inside the 6-yard box. Yep, JPR. I remember them all. JPR, Gareth Edwards, then Phil Bennett, Fenwick, JJ Williams, the Pontypool front row, Mervyn Davis. All those boys were playing when I was watching Welsh rugby. When I was actually playing, but not for Wales, of course, for playing for Aberystwyth. I remember those days well. Happy days. Two 2-0 up here. Let's not be complacent. I do need to give him a shout, I think. We don't want any complacency here. Go on, interception. Now we're away. Go on, counter-attack. Lovely pass. Come on, Kamalo. Oh, I say. Lovely counter-attack. I remember, like, England players, David Duckham. He's probably the only one I can remember. David Duckham. Great player. I remember going to see him a lot. The Barbarians team that beat New Zealand. The Llanelli team that beat New Zealand. Ray Gravel. Oh, I remember them all from... That was my era watching rugby, Andy. Great players. John Taylor. Dusty Hair. Yeah, of course. Dusty Hair. Dusty Bin, I used to call him. Dusty Hair. Cheers, Bout. That's no problem. Got another video going up tomorrow. Got the video of this tactic and why it works. The kind of goals that you're likely to score if you ever use it. I mean, you can see, again, it's working so well. Look at Naldi. He's gone up half a star in the coach's mind. But he is actually down for the award of best player in Brazil for this season, Naldi. He's had an exceptional season. But he is quite tired. So Mayo can come in there. Kamalo's playing well. Praxedes isn't having his best game. Maxi Alves can come in here. Probably don't need to do much more than that. Heidegger is still complacent. So I'm going to bring on Anderson Jesus. Swap those two over as well. I don't like this complacency. But Arnaldi has been exceptionally good all season. He's been an exceptional little player. And probably does deserve to be the best player in Brazil for this season. To pick up that award. Come on, let's make it 3. Never happy with 2. Checo trying his luck from out there. Never, never, never. He is on a 7.5. He's a very good deputy for Cipriano. Checo. He's not obviously the first choice. Raquelme is the first choice, but he's come into the team, done a very good job for Cipriano. Oh, that was poor, boys. That was poor. Come on, I want a 3rd goal. I'm going to pull the line back a little bit. And I'm going to come off the trigger press a little bit. Come off the counter press. And that should be enough for now. Just keep that line deep. Come on, Kamalo, you haven't been at your best today. Oh, I thought that was going to be a really nice goal. Just looking for tired players. From Brest in France. Ah, welcome. Famous this season for having a team that was preview to finish at the tail end of the league and finished 3rd. I've seen one. I've seen one bicycle kick Silver Ali. Just one. And there's the third. It's Trevisol again. And I'm wondering if you need to train players, like give them an extra trait, because you can teach them to do overhead kicks. And I'm wondering if you teach a couple of players to do that, will you see more of them? But I've actually only seen one, and they didn't score from it. It wasn't me, it was the opposition. And they didn't score from it. But it looked good. But I'm happy they didn't score from it. Of course. But it's the only one I've seen. I'm going to change them back to a box-to-box, I think. Maxi Alves hasn't been playing all that well. Julinho can come off. Tired. Galasara can come on. And Kamalo hasn't had his best game, but Gallos needs to come off. Taco can play on. We just need to see this out. 3-0 up. Yeah, I wish I'd seen more of them. And I wonder, is it about training your players to do it? And if you actually do train players to do it, will you see it more often? Probably, because they'll try it then, I guess. If that's a trait that they have, you'll probably see it more often. I'll have a look at the maybe someone like Kamalo, just to see if it's all about balance, agility, composure and technique. They need good technique, whoever it is you're going to train. So I'll have a look who's got those attributes, and then see if my assistant thinks it's a good idea to train that trait. Another 3 points in the bag here, though. Very nice too. Go on, Perez. Chance, and it is, and it's Trevisol's hat-trick. What a player he is. That's 21 goals, is it? Oh, is he going to be given offside? I don't think he was offside, but I might be wrong. No, it's been given. He's got a hat-trick. Well done, Trevisol. And these are no mugs, Fluminense. They're just having a really bad season for some reason. They were up the top of the league last year. That boy is going to be some player. I'm going to have a job keeping hold of him. Teco probably should come back now onto a support duty. Don't run around too much. Defensively, very good again today. 4-0, clean sheet again. We're not feeding in the wing backs like we were in the last episode we did. We were constantly getting behind defences with these wing backs. But not so much so far. But 4-0, we'll take that one. Very good win, lads. So now we are... How many is that? 19 points ahead. Palmeiras lost. So we are 19 points ahead. I think the league is done. Three goals. Nice one, Sam. Trevisol, does he need... Hey, Tequila, how you doing? Does Trevisol... What do you think? Does he need a run in the team, Trevisol? Pineda and Duran just looking tired. They had a poor game. Should I give Trevisol a run in the team? Trevisol and Kumalo. for the Cups. I'm thinking about it. Let's give those guys a rest. Anybody else need a rest? No. Seriously considering it. What do you think, guys? Kumalo and Trevisol carry on playing for the next game? Or should I bring back Duran and Pineda? They both look a little bit out of sorts to me, Duran and Pineda. Although they were playing against a very good team. Rest Trevisol. You think, Andy? Rest Kumalo? Okay, we'll rest them. Bring back Pineda and... I mean, Pineda and Duran are probably the first teamers, although Kumalo should be up there. I think I might keep Kumalo in the team. He's not playing enough. But look at this. Trevisol has won the Player of the Month. I don't know what to do. Oh, we got one. Got one. So you should be pleased. Internacional and Corinthians. That's a big game. Internacional are not playing very well, are they? Oh, they're up to third. Come on, Corinthians. If you can beat Internacional, the title's ours. We will have won the title. A plus again. That's twice in a row from both the supporters as well. We don't get that very often. We go back to, yeah, the higher line. I don't want to push up against Santos. Internacional won. So we are now 18 points clear with 12 games to go. It's got to be all over. Must be all over. The Sao Paulo next. If we win against Sao Paulo, it's definitely all over. Atletico Mineiro 7, Botafogo 3. Yeah. Absolutely. But Marquinhos, probably Mustafa. So Gobetti probably should play because it's the cup and he should be getting game time. Pires, Raquelme, Jesus Abba, Marquinhos, and I think Mustafa. Xavier, though, should be playing in the cups because he can't play in the league. So should I play Xavier? Oh, he can't play in the cup either. Mayo can't play in the cup. It has to be Naldi. Juninho and Paraxides can be changed to Redondo. And I'm going to play Redondo as a box-to-box. Galazara. It's a strong midfield with Naldi at the base. Camalo Trevisol. Ah, tough decision, tough decision. That boy, Player of the Month, just got himself a hat-trick. I think I have to give them a run. I have to try. Camalo should be playing more. And I think Pineda and Duran have just played too much. So Gallos, Teco, Heidegger. Heidegger goes in here. Maxioves, Paraxides. Helenio. One more. Oh, Kardec hasn't played in a while, so he can go on the bench. It's a big, big decision. I know you guys think Kamalo and Treviso should be rested, but I think that knowing FM, it's time to give them a run of games. Who's Gaston Garcia? Who is he? Whoa, very good player for 20 years old. Have I got the money? Should I make an offer for him? Challenge Man United. Let's make an offer for him. He looks like a very good player. Slightly interested, but of course Manchester United are better options. Yeah, I'm prepared to let him. Yeah, I'm prepared to say, even as a stepping stone, they all do. Bring in a suit. You don't need to bring your friends over. No, we don't need to strengthen the defence. He's a 20-year-old kid. Who's he telling me? Let's be generous. 206 million release clause. I think we need to be a little bit more generous. Let's try and outbid Manchester United. Sell on percentage fee. I think you deserve a little bit more, Sunshine. 20 goals. You definitely deserve a bit more than that. 25 goals, rocking and rolling. 30 goals, you should be getting 50. Let's try and outbid Manchester United. He looks like a very decent player. Oh, what? He's agreed to go to Manchester United. Only 26k wage. I offered him, what, 37.5? Oh no, not another wing back. Who do I have as the left wing back now? I can't ask Raquelme to play all the games. Oh, this game is horrid. I don't have another. Yeah, I do. Murillo. Oh, it's Teco, isn't it? Udair is the one. Oh, Udair can be sick. I don't mind. I don't mind Udair. He's on the right. But I don't have a right wing back. Because... Yes, I do. He's a left wing back. Who's my right wing back then? Gelos and Pires. Yeah, and Teco and Raquelme. That's fine. I don't know why I'm worrying. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, Silver Ali. I like it. Really like it. Come on, boys. We need this cup win. We are romping away with that. another boy, Claudici, another young 18-year-old. He's 5-star potential. He's not far from being ready for the first team. So next season he would have to come in. Gobetti, what? You're having a laugh. He's the reserve goalkeeper. Kumalo would be captain before him. Attacking movement. I think... No, it's Raphael William is my captain at the moment. Showing no improvement. No, I don't want to do that. Alter the trade. Pineda diving into tackles. Yeah, let's take that away from him. Oh, I was going to have a look at someone like Kumalo, who's got agility and balance is exceptional. Technique is really good. Finishing good. What else would he need? Technique. He doesn't need a first touch because it's an overhead kick. Flair. I think Kumalo could be trained to do overhead kicks. We'll just try it. Discuss a new trait. Attacking. What would it be? Technique training. Try more tricks and skills. So where is that then? I'd like you to start to try more tricks and skills. So where would it be? It's got to be an attacking skill. Passing, finishing perhaps. Lob the goalkeeper, go around the goalkeeper. That's a suitable choice of trait for him. So he is going to start learning to do overhead kicks. I wonder if we will get to see some of this before the end of the season. I mean, he's definitely got the right attributes for it. So why not train him? So this is quite funny, that, isn't it? So let's go and beat Santos. We are the home team. I think we should be more positive, but I'm going to start balanced. It's a strong squad. It's a strong team. We should be, except the foreign players. Oh boy, it's way too many foreign players. Aguilera probably needs a rest. Pineda, Duran. Duran can go onto the bench. And Oliveira can come on for Duran. Where's foreign players? Heidegger, central defender. Unregistered. Murillo. So that should be 7 now. So let's go and win the semi-final. Let's get off to a really good start at home here. And maybe there's a cup final waiting for us, which will be kind of cool. We love cup finals. The fans expect a win. Don't let them down. Trevisol and Kumalo will start. Can they do it? What are you doing, Pires? My wing-backs have suddenly gone off the boil. Maybe we need to be resting these wing-backs and giving the reserve wing-backs a spell in the team. Because my wing-backs seem to have gone off the boil. Well, that's not the start that I wanted. So we're going to push up and we're going to go a little bit more positive. That is not the start that I wanted. Just a bit too deep, I think. We are a little too deep. Is this the cup final that FM is going to take away from me? They are playing down the flanks, aren't they? Another team that's looking to go down the flanks against me. Trying to catch out my wing backs, who are very high up the pitch, it has to be said. We cannot lose this home tie. This would be an absolute disaster. Would be an absolute disaster. Look at the shape of the team. It's absolutely awful. And again, it's this first team who've probably just played too many games. Way too many games. Trevisol's getting excited. But we're back in the game. We're pushing the line up has helped. Oh, it's not his day today, is it, Trevisol? I mean, it's 2 legs, so even if we lose the first leg by the odd goal, we're still in it. But I don't want to lose twice in an episode. That would not be acceptable. That hasn't happened in this season. Losing twice in an episode would not be acceptable. What's our width? What's the width that we're playing? Fairly wide. I'm going to come back to 1 notch. I don't want them too far out on the wings. But we've definitely got the game under control at the moment. It's just a case, can we score? Trevisol! It's not going to be his day, is it? He's had 3 attempts now. Come on, let's get this goal back. Not like that, you don't. They're definitely sitting back. They're very, very deep now, but they're a bit disorganised. We've come back into shape, and they are very disorganised. Oh, what was that, Pires? We're not in shape either. And look at their shape. They're very narrow. So maybe I do need to go a bit wider. Because they are very, very compact in here. We're just not getting shots on target. We're dominating the game again. But this time our shots are not on target. Come on, Kamalo. I need you to step up. Help Trevisol out. That's better. Get wider. Oh. One of these has got to go in, surely. Jesus, Abba took the blame for the goal, did he? That's a bit unfair. Where's the width here? And the width there? That's like too narrow. Let's go wider. Let's get some width going here. Kumalo and Trevor. It was not a good plan to play those two. I've slipped up there. Both of them having poor games. Let's demand more from them. Now he's no longer considered a bit part. He's got to do better. Defensively, we're not good either. And yet we're totally dominating the game. I don't understand this game sometimes. Just because they scored doesn't mean that we're playing badly. In fact, we're dominating. Let's get wider. I need you wider. Need to pull their defense out of shape. Because they're like all inside the penalty area lines. Now we're in. Oh. It's just not going to be our day. FM's decided it's not going to be your day. That was like an open goal. Another one Andy would have scored. What else can I do? We've pushed the line up. That's worked. But we're going to go behind again, are we? Oh. They all need a shout. Eventually. It's absolutely terrible. We should never lose to this team. Is it, I don't know, is it just because it's a long season that they're not playing well? And that I should be playing my reserves now? Is this why you go into these bad patches? Because you don't play your reserves? You only play them to rotate? No, it's not width that's the problem. So we'll go back down there. Playing too wide now, and they're 2-0 up. This is unbelievably bad. Unbelievable. What on earth is going on here? Trevor's all give the ball away. Kumalo was terrible. They've played really bad. That's my fault. Thinking they had a good game last time. They've got to come off. Both of them. They've been absolutely shocking. Trevor's on a 6.2 because of his pass, just them. Time for them to come off, both of them. Substituting both forwards at half-time. That's like really bad. Come on, we need a goal back here, boys. And FM has just decided it's not our day today. It's just we're just like not doing anything. So it's not our day. I've got to try and keep the score down so that we can come back in the next leg. You're letting yourselves down. These two are coming off. Kardec and Pineda. Disgraceful. Goalkeeper is having a shocker. 3 subs at half time. I've never had to do that this season. Absolutely shocking. What are wing backs playing like? They've just gone off. Perez is on a 6.4. They've just like gone off the boil. They've been outstanding. Galzara on a 6.5. It's just one of those games where the FM has decided it's all going wrong today. We're absolutely dominating the game. FM saying you're not winning this one, pal. Now, everything that we do is going wrong. So I'm going to come back into a mid-block. Try and pull them out. That's all I can think of to do. We are absolutely dominating the game. And we are 2-0 down for some reason. Just shout at them and berate them again. Try and get in a mid-block, see if pulling them out. Ugh. No, it's an FM thing, this one. Nothing I can do. Let's talk about something else. It's an FM thing, nothing I can do. We're just going to let this run now. The bad run was bound to come. I was hoping it wouldn't be in the cup match. See, another one. It's an FM thing. Galzara's having a very bad game. So Helinho can come on. It's just like everything is pathetic. That's an FM thing. We're not out of it. There is another leg. I'd like to get a goal back so that we can be in the competition still. But I do not like it when FM does this. If we're going to get beat, then have us get beat. But always you are absolutely smashing them. And they have 2 shots and score twice. Finally we got a goal. Food I'm most looking forward to, Andy. Well, Vietnam, although it is famous for its food, it's kind of like the food there isn't that great. I'm more looking forward to the food in the Philippines than I am in Vietnam. Yeah, they do the chicken, the barbecue chicken they do in Vietnam is really cool. And I'll have some of that pretty much as soon as I arrive. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the food in Vietnam, but the Philippines I'm looking forward to. Now, look at these nutters here. 6.5. Marquinhos has got to come off. So Abba can move in here. And Anderson Jesus can come on. It's just one of those FM days. And there's another poor pass. I guess it's not going to allow me to win all the trophies. That's what this is about. This is only Santos. They're rubbish. It's not weird, this. It can't let you win everything. That's the problem, Silver Ali. And this is why it gets so up my nose, because you can see it's doing it deliberately. It's just you're not going to win every competition, so this one you're losing. That's what it's doing. There's nothing you can do. We've got ourselves back into it, so in the second leg we still got a chance. But this is a nonsense result. Look at the stats. It's a nonsense result. I mean, there are games, though, we should have lost. Oh, Nap Hill, you're doing a save with Nap Hill, are you? I was going to do one of those a while back, but never got round to it. Got caught up in this one. Come on, get back into 2-2, and then I'll feel a little bit better about this. No, still not going in. Pineda can't score now. Naldi's knackered because I've had to take all these players off who are playing really bad. And I think we have to go narrower. Our crossing isn't working. So we'll play it narrower and play it up the middle. Redondo is playing well, but Raquelme's playing well as well. So let's play it up the middle. That's about all I can think of at this point in time. We've absolutely dominated them. Let's go very attacking for the last 5 minutes. Dreadful performance. Oh well, you can't win them all, I suppose. This is just Santos. A little bit of a berating. Really not happy. Absolutely shocking. Now I've got a problem. Who do I play up front now? They're all playing badly. Sao Paulo. Really got to make sure we don't lose this one. Must make sure we don't lose it. A draw, I'll happily take a draw. I just don't want to lose it. It'll be 3 defeats in one episode. This is not good. It's not good. I mean, I think I have to put the same team out and tell them to get on with it, do better. Really unlucky to have lost that. Thought we were excellent. Yeah. You're watching a different game to me. No, we've tried that before. He's not very happy. Kamalo does no longer want to leave the club, but he's not playing very well now. I would be quite happy to sell him because he's just not the same player. Should do a save Welsh national team one day. Maybe for FM25. Maybe my the town that I was born, Llanelli, for FM25. That would be fun. Checo is a good player. Injuries still coming. Injuries are relentless in Brazil. Are you finding that, Andy, in your save? The amount of injuries you get is just incredible. Try not to worry too much about them now. Another one. We must do better, boys. We must do better. This is not good. Teco will have a run out today. Both wing backs are suddenly not playing very well. Slough Town. I lived in Slough as well for a year. Just over a year, I think. I worked in a Horlicks factory. So let's see how he set up that bench. Just wondering if I should play Trevisol and Kumalo. Lesinho. Teco. Gallos and Teco. Kumalo. Marquinhos. Alves. Helinho. Naldi. Oliveira. Who's Costa Fernandez? Never heard of him. We will bring on Kardec for Costa Fernandez. Must do better, boys. Must do better in this game. I don't want to lose it, but this is a game we should be winning. Let's start being very positive. Let's start. Atuesta and another one, Helinho, injured. Let's injure everybody. God blimey. So we could be out of the cup. Unless we can turn that around, we could be out of the cup. Let's win this league game and then try and turn it around in the cup. Always a good sign, though. If we lose in that, we'll probably win the semi-final of the Libertadores. This is how FM works. And that's why I want them to change this game engine, because it's silly sometimes. So lose in the cup, we'll win in the Libertadores. Maybe that's what the game has got in mind. But let's see what we can do against Sao Paulo. We should be winning this one, but I don't feel very optimistic at the moment. This is a bad run. Do I need to change the tactic? Maybe it's telling me time to change your tactic. But I'm not happy about our form. They both won. But we have a game in hand now, so we can go back 8. Was it 12? Can go back to 15. Right, we need to tell these boys, I'm not happy with you. I wonder if there's going to be that option. We've been on a good run now. No, I want to tell them I want a better performance, but it's not there. I expect nothing from a win than a win. I'm expecting today to get out there and do what I expect. But it might be time to change the tactic, which is another part of the game that I think is really senseless. I really hope FM25 will be better. Counterpress is not working, is it? They're passing the ball like they've had 100% of the ball at the moment. Just passing round us easy. Yeah, I know. It's a part of the game I really don't like, Tequila. It's a horrid part of the game. It's like there's a switch in it. And once that switch is flicked, you cannot do anything. You just got to go with it until it lets you back in the game. And here's another example of how we're just not playing very well. And it's not going to let me, no matter what I do, it will not let me back into this game. Until it's ready, it will decide, okay, now this game you're coming back. You can score goals again and you'll defend well. Because any in-game change I make will have no effect now. And they're just totally dominating us. I'm going to come off the press because they're just passing it around us way too easy. The secret is, when you're in this run, is not to lose. If you don't lose, then it stops morale plummeting. So let's put the wing back on a support duty. Let's just defend. And then he should be on support. And let's come back into a mid block with the higher line. And let's just defend. Try not to lose. It might mean I have to slow things down. We're not got the possession. So let's try something completely different. Slow it all down. But usually once the game's gone into this phase, no matter what you do, you cannot influence it. And they're just all over me. We're in one of these bad phases. And let's hope that it decides to end it with the cup. Probably not, though, because the game wants me out of the cup. So it won't end it until we come to probably the Libertadores game, when it will suddenly let me win again. Which is the way the game goes. Dreadful game. We are mostly attacking down the flanks. But they're not playing very well again. There's the goal, is it? No. Well defended. Alright, let's berate them. That's all I can think of to do. Again, another team we should be beating easily. And they're just hammering us at the moment. Come on, get a goal. Redondo. No, it's nothing is going to work. He just side-footed that. Where he, before he was putting his laces through it. 4 shots, none on target. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. The only thing in this is, like I said, is just try not to lose. Do whatever you can not to lose. Let's push the line up because they're getting too much space for their shots. I'm going to go into a low block now. Just try not to lose this game. Thiago, Boesel and Hugo. OSO and Hugo. Who was the other one? Hugo. He's already being type marked, but he needs to be closed down as well. Oh, come on, FM. Stop this nonsense. Time to put them in a ridiculous shape, I think, and then confuse the game. Nobody's playing well, apart from the goalkeeper. I don't know what else to do. Just let it run, because whatever I do, it doesn't matter. A couple of games ago, 3 games ago, I was making changes. It was changing the game. Now nothing seems to work. There's a switch. And I've been convinced there's a switch for a long, long time. And once the game decides I'm pulling that switch, there's nothing you can do. See? Like a little lob shot. 0 shots on target for them, which is good news. But we are just not creating anything. Maybe it's time to rest these midfielders. I'm not quite sure Juninho should be playing at DM either. Galazara's probably a better DM. Redondo, let's switch those over. It's awful, awful. I really don't know what to do. Let's go positive. The low block seems to be okay. Yeah, keep them on support. And just berate them again. Far from pleased. I don't know. Just, as I said, Tequila, just try not to lose these. As frustrating as it is, and it frustrates the hell out of me. If you get a draw and don't lose it, morale will be okay. Until the game lets you back in. Now what I'm going to do is go a bit narrower. Let's force them narrow. Nobody's playing particularly well. I've got 3 good players in midfield though. Maybe I should focus up the middle. Try to free up the space then for the wing backs. It's the only thing I can think of. If I focus play in here, the space out wide for the wing backs. Oh boy, it's awful. So let's try that. Focus through the middle, and if everybody gets congested in here, might open up space. Yeah, I mean, I get stuck in usually as an individual thing. If they are particularly lacking bravery or they are lacking if they're not very strong, then I will get stuck in. But not as a general rule. Trigger press, I have maximum, because this is a good pressing team. And the fact that they can't do anything at the moment is just depressing. They can't press, they can't do anything. They're just rubbish at the moment. And that's the game. It's switched it off. And I've been through this so many times that it's not even funny anymore. Kamalo, can he play as a box-to-box? No. Can he play as a centre mid? Yes. No. So we'll undo that for now. Kamalo can come on then for Pineda. Juninho is rubbish. Naldi, I'll try Naldi. And let's try Trevisol. See if he can make the difference. Oh boy. Let's demand more again. We totally got the second half. But if we don't lose, that's good news. And sometimes if you don't lose, the game will let you back in the next game. Sometimes it takes a few games. And the FM have got to sort this out. It's silly. It's really silly. We're back into this, we can't play football at all. We've never seen a football before in our lives. When we couldn't lose a game. And yes, you could lose one game, which we did. But then you're not going to lose them all for a spell. And that's why this game is really silly. Well, we are creating space out wide a little bit more. Right, let's tell him to get stuck in, because we're also not losing. We're not winning the ball. Oh dear, oh dear. Is this the goal? I feel there's a goal coming for the opposition here. Or is it for Trevisol? It's for Trevisol, but he's offside. Oh, the game is really cruel. Nil-nil then. But like I said, it was important we didn't lose that one. Low block it is. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, FM, you are such a bad game. It's too predictable. Way too predictable. Oh, do I have to change the tactic, do I? What a stupid game. I've never seen such a load of old nonsense in all my life. Cannot play football now. Just got to ride out this bad patch. There's nothing else you can do. The game hath spoken. Right, well, I'm going to put a really stupid tactic in for the second leg of the cup. What's wrong with Kamalo or nothing? So we're going to go tactically. What was that? What was that? That's the one we're playing now. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's go really silly. Actually, I might load up the... I've got to break this game now. That's all there is to it. So we break it by... What can we put in here? We won't use that one, but I'm going to put in... The one that's worked before was this one. So we'll try this one in the cup. I'm just fed up of this nonsense. And if we win this one now, then this game is really a load of old rubbish. Because this should not happen. Sometimes it's just the switch, and that every season I go through this, no matter who I'm with. It's a switch that, and I've seen people write about it in forums. Suddenly, I cannot play. My team can't play football anymore, and then 5 or 6 games later, you're back to normal. It's a switch that the game has, and it's nonsense. Look at this. That's ridiculous. Given what was going on before. That is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to go attacking with the Russo 4-2-2-2. And hope to put it right. Looks like a fair team to me. Have I got enough on the bench though? He doesn't put... who's this? What is the matter with him? Well, okay. I'll go along with what the assistant says. I've gone past caring at the moment. I'm just waiting for the game to let me back in. When the game lets me back in, I'll start caring again. It's really silly. But the one way to do it is to totally change your tactic, and that's about as big a change as we can do. Right, we need to win this, boys. Get out of this bad run. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to watch it at the moment. Get on with it, boys. I'm going to the pub. I can't see us winning it because you can't, like, FM will not allow you ever to win everything. So that's why it's done this. Because we were doing too well and it's just switched it off. And I can't even play for a draw. It wouldn't allow that like 90-second minute winner. It's just trying to mess with your brain. And it does it very successfully. Fair enough. Tequila. I don't. I blame the game. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. It's just the game is a right nonsense sometimes. We'll be back. Just we have to wait until the game decides you can come back now. Again, we're being absolutely smashed. We can't play football. And you can see them on the pitch. They can't control the ball. They can't pass the ball. They can't shoot. First touch is dreadful. They just can't play anymore. There we go. Can't shoot. We're going to have shots off target all the time, whizzing over the bar. Couldn't lose 3 games ago. And it's this part of the game that makes me not want to play. It's horrid feeling. It makes me, if you're going to cheat, then that's what the game's doing. It's cheating. Because there's nothing you can do. And it's that part of me that would say, I don't want to play this anymore. If you're going to be like that, I don't want to play it. And it is. It's a cheat code for when you're doing too well. And when the game can't beat you, the switch goes on. And I've seen so many posts this year about it that people are really confused. And posts in forum like, I couldn't lose, and suddenly I've lost 5 games on the trot out of nowhere. And it just keeps reoccurring and reoccurring in forums all the time. And it's because it's so badly coded that if you can beat it every time. And so to get its own back, it flicks that switch on you, and we can't play at all. Like, can't pass, not even closing down. Can't tackle. Say closing down is awful. And it'll switch you back on. Once you've lost 5, it'll switch you back on again, as if nothing ever happened. And that's why, seriously, if they are building FM25, which is going to cost more money on this game engine, I don't want to buy it. Seriously. It'll cost probably 80 quid. And if they're building it on this game engine, I don't want it. It's horrid, this. Absolutely dreadful. Look at that. That's exactly what you can expect when the switch is on. You can't do anything. And we're being smashed again. Oh, God. So this one, I might as well play my youth team. See, nothing. They can't do anything. Those wing-backs were unstoppable just four games ago. And now they can't do anything. unbelievably poor game. But it is, I don't know, what is it, 12-year-old, 13-year-old code, which they've manipulated so much over the last 2 years. The code probably doesn't even add up anymore. Probably doesn't make any sense anymore. They've manipulated a really tired old code, and now it just probably doesn't make any sense. But this team that were absolutely brilliant suddenly are the worst team in the league. And if you can make sense of that, then you're a better person than I am. And it's not just this save, it's every season that you play, you will go through this. And usually at the same time as well. But I cannot see us getting back into this cup match. Oh my goodness me. I think probably Silver Alley was FM22. In 23 they were working on FM25 already. They started really tinkering out with it and it all went wrong. And then 24, they've tinkered some more and it's just not realistic at all anymore. And that includes the run that this team has been on. So, like, they've won 38 out of 40 games. That in itself is not realistic. And I'm going to say you've been terrible. Because they have. 6.4, 6.5. Look at the forwards. None of them can play anymore. And so 22 was the time when they weren't tinkering with it. And it was 23 they decided they were going to be working on a new game engine. And since then, they've totally messed it up. And I do believe that they are going to be using this as a base for the new Unity engine. I am led to believe that. And that's what makes me... I don't want it then. If you are building it on that, I don't want it. Because I'm not paying double the price for something which is as bad as this. And that's why I'm really hoping that it's going to be a completely different match engine. We'll go through this for 6 games and then suddenly we'll be like world beaters again. They have to get rid of this switch. If the game is being beaten, the game is being beaten. That is the point of a game. And you can't just decide in a game, right, well, we're going to decide that you can't win anymore. That's cheating. You are better than the game, you're better than the game. Finally, Kamalo has scored a goal. He hasn't scored for like 4 games. What is it now? 2-2. We're still going to lose this. But he couldn't miss that one. Even FM couldn't let him miss that one. Oh, God, it's painful. Just ride it out. Just ride it out. It will go away. Right, let's try and get some of this rubbish off. Trevor's all for Pineda. Look at that, 6.5. Suddenly my wing-backs, who were world beaters, they're the ones who can't play anymore. Unbelievable. And let's, who's the left? Let's play Lazinho. He can't do any worse than Raquelme. 6.3 for Galazara. Paraxides or Naldi? Maybe Naldi. Come on, I think I might go into key highlights until the game has actually stopped doing this nonsense. One shot on target. We had 0 shots on target in the last game, didn't we? It's dreadful. They haven't made a sub yet. Oh, God. So it's going to penalties then, is it? Well, I've got 4 strikers on the pitch, so penalties should be okay. Oh, have I got an injury? Oh, come on. Because I didn't have a central defender on the bench. Oh, I love this game. Shit. And I've got players who are knackered. I was just about to take one of my players off because he's knackered. And then the game realised, oh, he hasn't got a proper central defender on the bench. Stupid. Come on, get it over with. I need to go and have a cup of tea and something to eat. Thing is, if we win it, I still won't be happy. I'm not celebrating. Because the game has taken that away from me. The joy of winning has been taken away. It's like a flat. I should be overjoyed that we've come from behind. But it's like it's a very flat feeling. Because we still can't play football. And Duran, who was scoring goals for fun, has finally got one again. I think it's probably about 6 games for him that he hasn't got a goal. He's scoring for fun. This is of sorts, Andy. I don't know, the game just takes the enjoyment away from me. Because of its stupidity, the enjoyment's gone again. But now that we've won this game, we'll go on a winning streak again. Like that never happened. And it's the same every season. You're always going to have those. And if you're a poor team, that run will be bigger than if you're, say, Manchester City. But Manchester City will have it. But it will only perhaps be 2 games or 2 games and a draw for them. But they'll still have it. But poorer teams will last longer. And if they're going to make a game that is so predictable like that, then it's just pointless buying it. If we know it cheats, it's pointless buying it. And I've just put them in a shape that they couldn't possibly know how to play in. And they've gone and won. And so it's like, why do I need to change the tactic to win? It's bonkers. That shape they have no idea how to play in. And they go and win. Marquinhos is out as well. Why, you praise his performance. You've been absolutely dreadful. That's what I should be telling him. Praise his performance. Very poor. Very poor. So I'll have to play, I guess, I'll have to play the first leg. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'll play the first leg tomorrow because I've got to get through this by Thursday. So tomorrow I'll play this one and this one. We'll come back for the second leg. And that'll take us through here. So I might have to just play the semi-finals. I don't know how to do this now. Because we have to play the final. So that'll be tomorrow. And then it'll take us through to this one. And then I guess I'll have to play all the way through the semi-finals and just see if we get to the final. I don't know how to do it yet. Probably would have been better if we'd lost that. So now, yeah, I'll play those two tonight and then we'll come back for the semi-final second leg and hopefully this nonsense has gone. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do about this lot. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for coming. It was FM's night tonight. It just switched us off and said you're not going to be allowed to play tonight. It is really interesting that during all of this, every decision I made in game made a difference. When we come here, every decision I made in game, nothing happened until we completely changed the way they play here, and then we won again. Which reminds me, I've got to switch it back. So nothing makes any sense to me. It probably will, Andy. It probably will. We certainly we will go into a good run now. That's so important, that result. But I find it's really horrid that you have to put them in a shape that they've never played before in order to win it. And there is no way they should have been able to win that game playing in a 4-2-2-2, which they have never played in before. It's just silly. And FM needs to take all this nonsense out. And we've lost ground in the league now as well. But that's no problem. We're going to win the league. Yeah, I mean, that is... I made a video on that, Arda. That perhaps the manager needs a holiday because I've tested it. And if you actually start losing, go on holiday and you start winning again. So I've tested it, and I called the video, Does Your Manager Need a Holiday? So I have looked at that. And that's odd as well. I've actually done a video on that one. Go on holiday and come back in 3 weeks or so, and you've started winning again. And it's really weird. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and have something to eat and a cup of tea. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll continue with this, and hopefully the switch has been switched off again, and that we can actually have some input into what's going on in the game. Still a long way to go. I might have to do Wednesday, Thursday and Friday to finish it off. That's how you found it harder, was it? With that holiday video. Well, it does work, doesn't it? You go on holiday in a bad run and you come back and they're winning again. It does work. I tested it. It's weird. Okay, see you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a great night. Have a good day tomorrow. Stay safe. Take care. And we'll see you soon.